know that toilet cleaner is one of the most lucrative business in cleaning products? People do not even pay much attention to this product, unlike the way they pay attention to liquid soap. But it's a very lucrative business with high profit. Like, I don't know why they don't even pay attention to this product. Anyways, to learn how to make a toilet cleaner, watch this video to the end. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. In this video today, I'll be teaching you how to make quality toilet cleaner. And this toilet cleaner can serve for both commercial and also for personal use. So to make your quality toilet cleaner, here are all the requirements. So we'll be making 5 liters of toilet cleaner. So to make your 5 liters of toilet cleaner, start by getting your 5 liters of water. So in here I have exactly 5 liters of water. The measuring cup I have here is 5 liters. So I'll be using it to measure exactly 5 liters of water. So get your measuring cup and measure exactly 5 liters of water. Then after that, you can then move on to the next process. So this is my 5 liters of water. So I'll set it aside and then go on with the next process. You'll be needing a mixing bowl, a wooden spatula, a measuring scale, and the following ingredients that I'll be listing. So please take note. So here's my mixing bowl. So to start off our production, the first thing I'll do is to transfer the 5 liters of water into my mixing bowl. Exactly what you're seeing in the video. So please pay close attention to details. So pour the water into your mixing bowl, and after that get your measuring scale and then start with your first ingredient. The first ingredient I have here is citric acid, and for the citric acid I'll be using 100 grams of citric acid. This citric acid is serving as a cleaning agent and it will help to boost the effectiveness of this toilet cleaner. So it's an essential ingredient, make sure to add it. So measure 100 grams of citric acid, and after that you're going to pour it into the water and then stir properly to dissolve before adding the following ingredients. Please make sure that everything is properly dissolved before adding the following ingredient. It is very important that you dissolve your citric acid. So this is after pouring my citric acid into the water. So I'm going to stir it for a while until everything is properly dissolved. Then I can set it aside and then move on to the next process. Please make sure you're wearing a hand glove. Don't be like me. Make sure you're wearing your hand glove is also very important, as some of the chemical we're using in this production is very acidic. So please make sure you're wearing a hand glove. It's very much important. So protect your hands. If possible, get a sunglasses or a sunshade to also protect your eyes, as these chemicals are very strong. So after the citric acid is properly dissolved, go on and get the next ingredient, which is soda ash. And for the soda ash, we'll be using 75 grams. Now this is also a cleaning agent and is also an essential ingredient. It's very important. So you get your soda ash and then pour it into the water, and as soon as this soda ash comes in contact with the water, being that we've already added citric acid, there'll be a chemical reaction. So please take note. So the moment you pour your soda ash into the water, you will notice excess bubbles. So please make sure that while making your toilet cleaner, that you're doing this in a very big bowl, depending on the quantity that you're producing. So if you're making 5 liters of toilet cleaner, make sure you're using at least 10 liters of a mixing bowl. So it's very important. As you can see, there was a chemical reaction. So if you're using a small mixing bowl, exactly 5 liters, it might cause your product to spill, which can actually reduce the quality of your product. So please pay attention. So after that, you'll be needing a whisk. It's very important that you get a whisk in this formula. It will help to properly blend everything well. Or if you have a stick blender, get your stick blender, but make sure that the stick blender is something you're basically using for anything food or skincare. So it has to be something very specific for chemical. So please take note of that. So after mixing well, set aside and then get your measuring scale for the next ingredient. So for the next ingredient, I have SLS rice, but this is totally optional. You can do without it. So this SLS rice is going to help us for the sudden effect. So if you don't have SLS rice, you can use any foam booster of your choice, but it's just for the foaming effect or for the foaming ability, so as to help the slurry effect. So for the SLS rice, we're using 45 grams. And if you're using foam booster, you can use between 50 to 100 ml. So pour the SLS rice and then stir properly. Now to dissolve this might take a little while. So once you pour it into the mixture, just stir properly. And after adding the following ingredients, it will dissolve on its own. But you just have to stir it for a little while before adding the following ingredients. But if you can actually leave it to properly dissolve before you add the following ingredients, it's fine. But for me, it actually makes no difference. So you can just stir for a while and then move on to add the following ingredients. Once it comes in contact with the following ingredients, it can easily dissolve on its own. So you really don't have to worry too much about it. So you can see the way I'm mixing this. So the moment you pour your SLS or any of the ingredients, just use your whisk to mix properly. But I would highly recommend a stick blender because it will actually do the job very well for you. So after that, you can then set it aside and then move on to add the following ingredient. Now for the next ingredient, you'll be needing color. Now for this color, please, if you want your toilet cleaner to be exactly the color you're using, please make sure you get original color. So I wanted this to be blue, but what I'm using here is the same color that I use mostly for liquid soap. So it was really not okay for this due to the hard chemical. So I was supposed to use original blue color, which when I got this color, it was really not okay for my liquid soap. So I kind of said I'll be using it for maybe tiles cleaner or toilet cleaner. But I find out that once it comes in contact with some of the chemical, the color will drastically change. So please, I recommend if you're getting color, make sure you get original color, especially if you want it to be exactly the color that you want. So the next thing you'll be needing is hydrochloric acid, and this chemical is very acidic. Please, once it gets to this point, be extremely careful. You have to be extremely careful. And when I said extremely careful, you have to be extremely careful. And also, as a first timer, make sure you're wearing a hand glove. Please do not be like me. I'm not wearing any hand glove because I've already known my way around this, but that is really not an excuse. So you really need to make sure that you're wearing a hand glove because this chemical is very acidic, like it is very hot. You can actually see smoke coming out of this chemical, and that's how acidic it can actually be to your skin. So please be extremely careful when adding your HCl, hydrochloric acid. Now for this hydrochloric acid, we're using 500 ml. Now what I have here is 1000 ml. So I'm just gonna take half of it and then leave the rest. Please, I repeat, this chemical is very strong. You can actually see smoke coming out of it. That is how strong it can be. So I'm using the word strong so that you can understand it. It is very strong and acidic. It can actually peel your skin. It can burn your skin. So please be very careful while you're adding it. So this is after adding the HCl. You can see the change in the color, like the color actually changed from blue to green, as you can see it. So if you really want the color to come out exactly the way you want it, please make sure you're using original color. Make sure you're using original color. If you want it blue, make sure you're using original blue color. Please take note. Now after that, the next thing you need is thickener. So for the thickener, we're using xanthan gum, which I highly recommend. You can actually use nitrosol, HPMC, and the rest, but I highly recommend xanthan gum. I recommend xanthan gum because it dissolves perfectly well, giving you a clear, smooth product without leaving any particles or residue in your product, unlike nitrosol, HPMC, and the rest. If you use nitrosol or HPMC after production, when you use your toilet cleaner to wash your toilet, you will notice some particles or residue which can actually take an extra strength to scrub off. If you pour it on your toilet seat, you will notice those particles and it will actually stick in the toilet seat. So that means you will need extra strength to scrub it off your toilet seat. So I highly recommend xanthan gum because it will dissolve perfectly well, giving you a smooth product without any particles or residue. Due to the chemical using in this product, it can actually cause the nitrosol or HPMC to form those particles that are in form of lumps. So please make sure you're using xanthan gum for this. So for the thickness, I like this consistency. If you want it thick, you can increase the measurement of a xanthan gum to 20 to 25 grams. So that's it. Now moving on, the next thing you need is perfume, which is totally optional, but I'll recommend you adding perfume due to some persons who live in a public space who actually share bathroom, toilet, and the rest, and they like using things like Izal, Dettol to neutralize those strong odor. So buying a toilet cleaner that actually have a pleasant smell will actually add more value to the product for them. So I recommend you adding perfume when making your toilet cleaner so that they can also use it to freshen up the place and make the place smell nice and make it comfortable enough for them to use. So I recommend you adding perfume to your toilet cleaner. So after that, the next thing you need is preservative, and for the preservative, I'll be using formalin because it's a very strong preservative. So I recommend you using formalin because we're using a strong chemical like HCl. So using any mild preservative can actually not really work. Although some people actually make their toilet cleaner without adding preservative, and their reason is because HCl is already strong and that the product can't go bad, so they don't see any reason adding preservative. But for me, being that we added other ingredients here, there's actually need to add preservative, and that's it. So if you want to add preservative, I'll recommend you using formalin. So that's it. Now you can see the consistency. I like it the way it is. I mean, it's toilet cleaner, so it doesn't need to be really thick. It just needs to be very active and effective for whatever is used for. So that's all that matters, the effectiveness and not really the thickness. So I like the consistency. So this is after I left it for a while, for like 2 hours. You can see that the bubbles has actually gone down. So now you can just package and sell. So if you like blue color, you can use blue color. So this is green, and I think I actually do like the green color. It's actually not what I wanted, but it turned out good. I like it. I mean, it's something different. So you can see it's actually not as thick as you might actually want it, which is why I said you can actually increase the measurement of your xanthan gum. It will give you a more thick product. So after that, you can go ahead and use your packaging bottle to package it. Now, these bottles are very easy to get. You can find it from any shop where they sell all these packaging bottles. They're very easy to get. So you can get it from any shop around you and you can use it to package your product, make your label, and that's it. So that is about how to make your quality toilet cleaner. It's super easy, and trust me when I tell you that this toilet cleaner is super effective. It is super effective. You can use it to wash toilet and it will become very clean and sparkling. So that's it. So I'm going to try it out to show you. Although my toilet is actually not dirty, but I'm just gonna show you how to use it. So that's it. So me actually trying this is not to show you how effective, because the place is already clean. So I'm just trying to show you how well this actually looks in the toilet, and also how it can actually clean your toilet. So I'm going to pour it in the toilet and then I'll flush. I'm not going to scrub it, but just for you to see how effective this can be, that even without scrubbing it can actually clean. So that's it. Now you can see another thing about the color. You might actually not like the way the color is looking, which is why I recommend original blue color, so that it will give you exactly the way you want it. Maybe something like Harvick and the rest. So you can see, just I just poured this and I flushed it without scrubbing. You can see how well this actually cleaned the toilet. Talk more of when you actually scrub. So that's it about how to make your toilet cleaner. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Gifty and I'm super excited to welcome you here. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first to watch my next video. And at the end of this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and don't also forget to share this video with your friends. Yes, before I forget, I also run an online class where I teach people how to make quality product for commercial purpose. We also have promo class every month, and in our promo class we teach how to make 3 different products for just 10,500. Like this month package, we teach you how to make quality fabric softener. Can you see the quality of this product? And we'll also be teaching how to make multi-purpose cleaner. Now this multi-purpose cleaner can serve as a toilet cleaner. It can also serve as a tough stain removal, house cleaner, and also as a floor cleaner. It is super effective. You can see how strong this multi-purpose cleaner can actually remove stain. So that's how effective this actually works. And the last but not the least, you'll be learning how to make fabric whitener, which is also known as bleach. Now here's another exciting thing about this month package. 50 students will be winning free class from me, which I'll be teaching them how to make my luxury hand wash. 3 different formula. So I'll be giving you 3 different formula of how to make luxury hand wash. Honestly, you wouldn't want to miss this one. So what are you waiting for? Come and register now. Now to register, all you have to do is to send a DM on WhatsApp and I'll see you there. Now to my beautiful, wonderful and amazing gift team, you guys know I love you so much. Thank you so much for always being here. God bless you. So guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. So before then, stay blessed and keep loving one another.